Out there, you're mimicking that line.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's right. I'm going. You know, you can't do that with this. You can't. You've got to get out of the way of stuff because it's conducting. It almost reminds me of wiring in households from the 50s, where they called it knob and tube.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, they separated both AC conductors on porcelain knobs or tubes, whatever. It was called knob and tube wiring. This reminds me of it because they separate both open wires on, well, wood.
Yeah, well, we ain't doing that.
This is a lot neater, and if you have a choice of doing this, I wouldn't staple that crap back on, to tell you the truth. That's ridiculous. So
Okay.
what I'm doing is just running them. I'm down to my 5th lamp here. And then we got to get another one. I missed this one, Mike. This is another GI sideways hole pocket kicker.
Okay.
And I need another one of the little short screws in.
Can I put them away?
I did. That's the last one. We got them all now. The only reason I missed it is I was looking off of the.
That wasn't there on the other playfield. Yeah.
There's a lot of options. That corner is kind of empty. Dude, it's been picked on. Pick.
Jimmy on the phone.
Jimmy. Enemy.
He wants to know what we're doing.
Are you gonna tell him?
I just sent him a picture, I think.
Alright.
I think I might go hang out with him later tonight. Well, at any rate, while you're wiring there,
Yeah.
I guess let's stay current on a few of these comments on YouTube. We got our boy Flesh Wound. Remember him?
I do not.
Oh, come on. I'll bite your knees off or something.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah,
Flesh
I
Wound.
got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. Nice to see you folks received the nod to move forward with this facelift. Without a doubt, the client will be very pleased with the outcome. Kudos for working on Thanksgiving and releasing the feature pin early. We appreciate it. Take a bow. GRC is a true class act. I think Lord of the Rings launched balls during attract mode. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I don't remember Lord of the Rings launching the balls in attract mode. Do you?
It may be an option that the operator.
That was my response. Was it might be, but I don't.
I know the operator wouldn't put up with that nowadays.
Yeah.
But it may be an option in the software. I've never done it.
Well, I'm waiting for somebody, even him, to confirm that. I don't know. Patrick Allen. I don't know who he is yet, but he piped up and said, "You guys rule, but are we there yet?" We're not there yet. Are we there yet, Ray?
No.
DJ Big Sexy Berlin. Wow, thanks for the video, you guys. It's always something interesting to learn. He seems to chime in a lot. He doesn't ask a whole lot of questions or anything, but he's got this thumbnail. You know how everybody has their little thumbnail picture?
Yeah.
Well, in his thumbnail picture, it looks like he's got a late 60s Cadillac limousine. It looks cool. I know somebody who used to have a late 60s Cadillac limousine.
That's just not right.
You saw that thing, didn't you?
I did. That's not right.
It was a plant when you saw it, too.
I'm not understanding that.
That car was cool.
I just don't get it.
Then it became a plant.
Why would you want that?
I don't know, because it was fun. Goes G-O-U-G-H-S 41. I still don't know how to say his name, but here he is again. I like simple green to clean with. I love the smell of it. That's your fault, Ray, because you said people need to pick the
Yeah, I
cleaner.
did. Well, hey, it's probably how some floor cleaners get sold. I can tell you one thing, when I did office equipment, we used cleaners that people liked because they wouldn't want you in their office. Are you going to get that out again? So I'll bet you that the odor,
Okay.
yeah. You could have something that works great and stinks and nobody's going to want to use it. They don't want to hear you use it, see you use it, smell you use it. I don't know. That's a dumb thing, but it happens. I got to tell you.
We picked up 2 subscribers while we were working here, Ray. So shout out to 2 new subscribers in the past 15 minutes. Johnny D and Clifford Banner.
Okay.
What's up, you guys? Say something. Let us know who you are. We like our subscribers, Ray. They're fun.
I do want to shout out to one of my customers who subscribed to our,
Who that?
and he's going to watch our things. I don't know if he's saw the other, yeah, he probably did. Now he liked our Facebook page and he's looking. Craig Shriver, I believe his name is, the guy up in New Hope.
I don't know him.
It's the guy I did the repairs for that had the home use only blackout and
Oh.
Sorcerer
Neat.
and Strix and Spares, and
Okay.
wants to sell his
His junkyard. No. His
Black Rose because it's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
faster game than he likes.
Well, if New Hope weren't so far away, I'd bring that in here.
He also has a Medusa, and he's going to be buying a bunch more stuff. And that was just a service call. I think it was Monday this week.
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday? Monday, no.
What's his name again?
Craig.
Craig.
Creever.
Okay, Craig. Well, do us a favor and comment on this video so that Mike can get to know who you are.
He has a Facebook page, RIAA Gold Records.
I can't keep up with all that.
Collectible Awards it's called. RIAA Collectible Awards. He does gold record restoration.
What?
He restores gold records. Like,
Uh,
he had the biggest pile of them things I've ever seen.
I never knew anybody did that.
Well, he does them for radio stations and TV stations and other places where media is present. You know, it's kind of a, of course they don't make them anymore. It's kind of a novelty to have that on your wall if you're in the media, whether you do TV, films, movies, because it's neat. They're simulated, they're not really gold.
Yeah, they're.
And he was telling me some history about some of the customers, like Chuck Negro.
Don't know who that is.
Negros or whatever his name was, Negros. Or, he was a singer for Three Dog Night.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, and there was another guy he told me that actually these singers in rock bands. He said some of them would actually think they were gold records, and they
Try to
tore
pull
the
'em?
display apart to try to pull
Try to
it.
pull him?
Yeah, they're not gold.
Ah.
The earlier ones are the collectibles ones, and they were made out of acetate. Like real 45s, and you can actually play those, he said, and they were actually gold plated, but the plating, no, the core is plastic, and then they started gold plating vinyl, but that's really not gold, that's just a shiny metallic looking plastic.
Exciting.
Yeah, so it was neat to see that.
Okay.
I asked about
But you
it.
run into all types, don't you?
He had a pile, Mike, you should have seen these things, there was hundreds of them, they're everywhere.
Was it as impressive as the guy who had an elephant, a stuffed elephant in his house?
Oh, no, he had like all kinds of stuff. No, that was something. He goes on safari to get that kind of stuff, which I never heard of that.
What he had the world's largest lion or something?
Third
The world's third largest?
largest shot lion. Yeah. In other words, the ones in captivity probably don't never get that big, so they're out of it because they're small. But he has the world's, the third world's largest. It was first for a while.
And the world's largest hyena.
I think it's 12th now, but it
Ah.
was at the time a couple years ago. Yeah, spotted hyena. They're pretty mean things. And when they get that big, they'll attack and kill anything. They're like a walking jaw of teeth, just a bunch of teeth. It's like the ultimate pit bull, only it's wild.
You're doing a very slow job of wiring over there.
Dude.
So wire while you talk. Did I ever tell you about our good friend Crow?
You can't rush this work. This is Claude.
Crow 1111?
No.
Crow 111?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I like Crow. He runs this YouTube page that it's a gaming channel, and he reviews games, and it's almost like a vlog, a video log of some sort. And he's real personal, and he does a professional job. The videos look great, and he's got a few of our videos on his favorites list, which we appreciate. Basically, that shows his viewership. You know, it's kind of cross promotion. He sends people our way, and I've got him on our favorite channels list, and try to send some people his way. At any rate, he did a recent video where he was featuring, I guess it was a response to somebody else who did the same thing, featuring the 3 games that took up the largest amount of time in his life as far as play time. And I didn't recognize any of them, right? They were video games, and you know, I'm not a gamer in that way. I mean, yeah, I've got a PlayStation 2 or 3, whatever that thing is at home, and I mess with it a little bit. And
Just to get a taste of it.
yeah, you know,
See what it is.
I did the Atari 2600 as a kid, and the Nintendo, and hell, got one of my favorite games is on eBay, Ray. I finally sold my Super Nintendo, and Super Castlevania 4, I think it is. I've got it up on there for $40 and nobody buying it. But that game was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So at any rate, probably going to do, it'll probably be a feature, and I don't know, I'll get Jim involved and whoever else, but what were the 3 most influential pinball machines in your lifetime? Can you reflect on any of that? Can you remember 3 games and why?
Roller Coaster Gottlieb, 1971. That was my first pin.
Okay, what's the story of that?
That was my first pin. It was back when you really didn't see many people buying pins. I didn't buy it in '71. I bought it probably, I'd say in '76, maybe '75, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And it was at the Union Deposit Mall up near Harrisburg, and there was an arcade that this was like unusual back then in 1976, 75. You didn't see pinball machines for sale publicly. You saw them to be played with coins. And this particular coin op route guy rented space in the Union Deposit Mall and had an arcade with about 30 machines in it, maybe 40, all pinballs, no video. And he had, you can play or buy these.
Nice.
And he didn't have prices on them, you just asked if you were interested.
Sure.
And I was servicing a piece of office equipment at the bank in Union Deposit in the mall there, and I had to have a pinball. So I went to the bank and I got money right out. And I came back that night to pick it up because I didn't have my station wagon at the time. It was my parents' station wagon because I had a small car. Believe it or not, Mike, I had a Gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that was my first pin, so I kind of liked it and I played with it. It was a common route game. It needed everything. I was buying parts all over the place. And I restored the play field to the point where it just re-rubber cleaned, you know, waxed it, and new flipper parts, and that's when I really got into it. And then I cleaned all the points, and I would do things just to do things. And of course, one of the first things I did was put a line cord on it. I think that's when my fetish for line cord started.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is that?
Not only was it Tech Tips #1, but it was Ray #1 too.
What the hell's that? What? You're gonna plug this thing in? If this was a piece of office equipment and that had that on there, I'd be fired. I would fire half the people that work for Todd.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
Okay, that's one. No, that's cool.
That's the one, and then my friend Mike and I used to play a lot of pins in the day. Were mostly EMs, but the earlier machines, Gottlieb had. One of our favorite Williams games was actually called Travel Time, which I'm doing a
Well, we have one of those.
refurb or restore one. I guess it's a refurb you'd call it. But yeah, Travel Time was one of our favorites. And then I think it was called Big Shot by Gottlieb. That was another nice one. And you didn't see too many of the collectible titles nowadays, except Captain Fantastic. We used to play that a lot. And our favorite Bally EM was Fireball, without a doubt. Because it had the skill shot. That was really cool. And then it had the rubber disc, and it was a multi-ball.
Yeah, and the zipper flippers. That game was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was neat.
Well, you know, Bally seemed to have the largest number of ahead of their time games.
Yeah, in general, because they were the best sound card of the day. The Squawk and Talks, nobody got near that in 1980, 81, 82.
Oh, yeah, with like Xenon and Centaur.
Fathom, Centaur, Medusa, just all them Squawk games. I mean, 8 Ball Deluxe. You know, when you cross over the same year in Gottlieb or Williams, Gottlieb had tones. I don't even think they even had speech.
Well, yeah, if you listen to like Volcano and It's Gonna Blow, and I mean,
they had speech, Blackout, or Black Hole,
they talked, and it was brutal.
And in Williams, same thing. It said 5 words is maybe it.
Yeah, better than Gottlieb. Gottlieb was the worst.
Right.
Unless you want to talk about Stern and Orbiter, if you've heard that thing talk.
No, I didn't even know it did.
It does.
Really?
It's brutal.
So those are the games that I can really remember out of all the other stuff that...
Okay, well that's cool. Most of those predate me, and if you force me to play them, oh God.
The last years we played Pin, and I got into cars as a interest. And I didn't really do much with playing pins. I mean, we used to play pins. When I said we played pins, we played every day.
Yeah.
At the local bowling alleys. Anyway, Xenon was, that era of pin was the last pins that we played before we really got other interests. But we used to play Xenon quite a lot. And I guess that would be probably all I could say. What about you?
Ray, my first year of college, I was at Penn State Lima there, commuter college.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you that half the days I drove right past the college, and I went up there to the Granite Run Mall.
Yeah.
And in there,
I heard about that place.
And in there was a police. There was actually 2 arcades in there, but the smaller of the arcades had a police force.
What was the name of that arcade there?
I don't even. There was a space. I think there was a spaceport.
Yeah.
I think there was a spaceport in there. Yeah, and the other one had no name. It was just, it was nameless.
What was the big one that people used to mention?
Aladdin's Castle.
Yeah,
that was in King of Prussia.
Oh, I see. See, I didn't grow up in the area here. I was Harrisburg area, so I knew of places up that way. And in the early days, they had a chain of stores. I guess this had been late 70s, early 80s, called Supercade, and they were in malls.
Yeah.
And they were quite big stores, and they usually had 50 to 100 machines in them.
I think Aladdin's Castle was a big player.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
And Supercade had Harrisburg East Mall, Campbell Mall, and then they had another place in New York Mall, I think. But they were huge. I mean, they rented 2 or 3 stores. These were bigger stores that you could rent in the mall, like a clothing store. These things were huge, and they were loaded with machines. I mean,
Exton Mall had Tilt,
okay,
which was not even worth mentioning. It was a joke. Downtown Farmers Market. That's where it got interesting.
Oh.
There was a place in there that was much like what you were mentioning. It was really big. The games were for sale, but you didn't really know it.
Wow.
That's where I encountered a haunted house and moved on from that. Encountered Theater of Magic there.
Really?
Loved that thing.
Neat.
Yeah. No more farmers market. That thing is long gone.
That was still here when I moved here, and it was still operational. And this was in '90. And I was in it a few times. I remember in the front they had this RC car track.
Yeah, that was towards the end.
Yeah, that's And then that was closed and then it sat. That's all I remember.
So yeah, police force, right? I must have put $500 in that thing. Speaking of taxi, same game. Was Mama Lena's here when you moved here?
Yeah,
It was?
yes.
Okay. In the back of Mama Lena's, they had a game room. Did you know that? It was big enough for 2 games.
Went in there 2 times to get pizza,
Uh,
and I just didn't get it. Pizza wasn't any good.
okay, well, they had a game room with 2 games in it, and I can only remember what one of them was.
I remember Jean got a pizza. She said, "This is the worst pizza I ever ate.
Nice.
We're not." She said, "It's a shame it's close." Of course, she was comparing it to Maggio's and some others
Oh,
that she
yeah.
grew up, and
Yeah, Mama Lena's. Well, they're gone, so it's irrelevant. But
Correct.
the game that I got introduced to there, Ray, you ready for this one?
Wait, it was a video game.
No,
Wait.
no, it's not video games. We're not talking video games. This ought to tell you about when it was, too, because, you know, I grew up here. Gorgar.
Oh,
I met Gorgar there.
nice, Mike. How'd that make you?
You know, I certainly didn't play it as much as Police Force. But, yeah, it was pretty neat. I spent some hours there playing some Gorgar.
I feel for you, Mike.
What? There's nothing wrong with Gorgar. Gorgar's cool. How about, do you remember Seafood Shanty down in
Oh, yeah,
Fraser,
Paoli.
Malvern, I guess?
No, it's Paoli.
Paoli?
Yeah,
Okay.
we used to eat there all the time.
It was good, Seafood Shanty.
Oh, yeah.
They're long gone.
Yeah.
Now, you would think that that is the last place you would encounter a pinball machine. They had a pinball machine, Ray.
I never saw it because we ate there right near the bar. They had a nice bar there, but
Yeah.
we ate at the tables right near the bar. But they'd seat you anywhere.
Yeah, and they had the tank with the lobsters in
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
You know what pin I met there?
No.
Black Knight.
Black Knight.
They had a Black Knight.
Neat.
Boy, that was some years ago.
Okay.
I won't say that I played the shit out of that pin because, you know, Seafood Shanty was, that was a little bit of kind of expensive family night out. That wasn't, you know, McDonald's.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't Bookbinders. Well, I mean, it was, but no, I know what you mean.
So, you know, if I was there twice a month, that was it. But, you know, I was looking forward to playing the pin. Black Knight. My God, Ray, I'm getting old if I enjoyed that shit.
Yeah, because that's 34
Oh,
years ago. now.
shit.
That's 1980. This will be 2014.
Okay, Ray, I spent most of my time as a teenager at the Callan Roller Rink. Now, the Callan Roller Rink, well, you know, it was gone. It was gone for more than a decade. It's back.
Yeah, I know it is.
They opened that thing back up. I haven't been in it. I'm too old to do that. Although, from what I understand, some people from our old clique actually, I don't know, either they went there again or they regularly go there. I don't know. I'm not there to see it. I don't remember any pins from the Callan Roller Rink, but I do remember. I remember a video game, and I think I've even mentioned this video game to you.
Well, here we go. Video.
It's a vector.
Vector. Okay, Tempest.
No. What vector game do I like?
Oh, wait a minute.
You should be able to get this one.
Yeah, we never had it.
No,
here.
we didn't. No, we have not had it.
You keep trying to find it, but I'm
Well,
not
not
gonna get
really.
it. Star Castle, was it?
Star Castle. That thing was fun. I like some Star Castle. So that was the Callan Roller Rink, which I was there 2 times a week at least. And you know, I remember playing pinball there, but I just don't remember what any of them were. And there was this guy there. He was I guess he was the local pinball wizard because he would kick my ass on the regular.
Really?
Yeah, and I ran into him over here at the league place. He's still floating around. He wouldn't kick my ass now. I'd smoke him. But it's kind of neat seeing him. And then there was this.
How did you get good, Mike?
I don't know.
Because you're better than most of these other people I see play.
You know, my luck be gifted at something irrelevant like playing pinball.
Yeah, well, look what I'm doing.
Why couldn't I be good at something that mattered?
Okay.
There was a roller rink at 5 Points in Aston. Do you know where 5 Points in Aston? You know where Aston is?
I know where 5 Points is.
Okay, there was a roller rink there. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Don't know if it's still there or not. They had one pinball machine, and it was in there for a very long time because I didn't frequent that place, but yet I remember playing the shit out of this pin. You ready for this, Ray? You're going to laugh.
No, I won't.
You should. It's a Gottlieb.
Okay.
It's a Gottlieb System 80B, maybe?
Oh, no, not that thing. I feel sorry for you.
Do you know what it is yet?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
It's either Hollywood Heat.
It is Hollywood Heat.
I have a service call on one. You want to go along?
No.
It's in Lancaster. No?
But back then, I enjoyed that pin. I played the shit out of it.
And you know what I told the guy? I said that's the only way to play it. His problem is it has no sound.
Oh.
I said that's a good thing.
Well, it was in a roller
No,
rink,
man.
so you know what? I probably never actually did hear it do anything. But I played the crap out of a Hollywood Heat, and I enjoyed the darn thing.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, it had a neat little play field layout, and it had multi-ball. And, yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
It's all right. I don't know.
Then, of course, the one I played the most was my first pin, which was Johnny Mnemonic. I must have played that a billion times. If I never see another one of those, it'll be too soon.
Oh.
Yep, those are the pinball machines that stick out for me, Ray. So, my man Crow, I like that guy. I don't know, I'm going to come back to that at some point because I'll get Jimmy to tell his pinball stories. I'm sure he's got some.
You must.
Well, I think we're going to break here, Ray, because we've been yapping. And,
Well, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm chaining the primary string, and then I'm going to now catch up with the secondary string. I'm coming around to here, and this is the last of my yellow GI here. The rest of this stuff is the purple string.
okay.
So I'm just about a third of the way done with the whole thing.
And by the way, what you're doing takes far less time than trying to salvage that one out of the other one. And
Yeah, plus it's an upgrade.
yeah, well, you know, I got to tell you, I don't do it because it's an upgrade, Ray. Well, maybe I do or don't. I don't know. I do it because it's a faster answer, and it is a better answer, but it's also faster. It's both. It's a win-win. But I'm cutting, Ray. I'm taking a break. I've talked enough. We'll come back here in a little bit and maybe show the end of this. And
Yeah, show the end of what I'm doing here.
and
This is all the actual work is nothing to really showcase. It's just work,
yeah.
and work takes time. And if you're going to do a nice job, you take time. Now, what I'm doing with all this shaping here is I'm trying to keep out of the way of the components, because now when you put stuff back on, I don't want to have wires in the way.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have you have to hack this back off. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, good. We'll be back. We'll be back. What's that called? Instantaneously, Ray.
Instantaneous.
Because I'm going to push the button, and we're going to come back at exactly
like
the same.
super glue. Instant.
Here it is. Watch this, Ray. Ready? You're going to be right back. Okay, Ray. That break was seamless.
Okay.
Kind of like the break between last week and this week.
You sound the same.
I feel the same. I'm going out with Jimmy tonight. I got a date with Jimmy, man.
You going out with Jim?
Yeah, we're going to Applebee's.
Okay.
Yeah. You know why?
No.
Because I ain't seen Jimmy in a while.
No. You were
Yeah.
avoiding him.
Huh? That's my buddy.
been avoiding him.
Nah. Well, you know, he likes pinball, and that's the last thing I want to hear about. So, okay, another playfield swap preference thing, right? And we've tried this. You're working.
He knows you don't like it. He's just gonna.
Yeah, well, don't tell him.
Yeah.
You're working on the floor there, right?
It's too late.
Have you, the playfield rotisserie, you've seen them fancy things?
Yeah.
What a fucking waste of money.
Yeah, we tried one.
Yeah, we have one. It's, boy, you know, it's in your way the whole time.
Yeah. You're compromising what you're doing all the time, and you got to keep loosening and moving it, and oh, I done clamp right there. And what a big gimmick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Goofy.
It is. Yeah. Sounds like it would work.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
If you see it at a show, it just seems like it's the best thing ever.
Well, you got a nice foam pad there for your knees. I guess you could do that on a bench if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I was gonna, but you know what?
This is just as well.
Yeah, I sort of always got used to doing.
Wait till you see what I do with the next step.
The next step.
Yeah. It's going to be ugly, Ray. It's going to be a train wreck.
I like train wreck. All right, so what are you doing?
Yeah, we're on break. Take a break from that when you're ready. Bring you up to speed here. The Sea Witch. Do you remember the Sea Witch?
Yes, I delivered it. It's the last time I remember.
Yes. You don't have to say his name, but what kind of collector did it go to? Was it a rookie guy, or is it somebody who has a $2 million collection?
Yeah, the latter. $2 million collection.
$2 million collection. Does he have Chris Hutchins machines?
Yes.
Does he have Treasure Cove machines?
Yes.
Does he have Fabulous Fantasy machines?
Yes.
Am I leaving anybody out there? Well, he's got probably Nick Rochella. Well, who's that guy?
Nick Rochella.
Yeah.
And he's got Bill Heatherly.
Yeah.
Bill Heatherly.
And Parnell.
Yes, Andy Parnell.
He's got all of those.
Right.
So he's not a rookie, is he?
No.
Okay. Well, I got an email from him here.
You did.
Yeah. I'll let you read it, because you're more animated when you read. You're a better reader. I don't know how to
More
read.
animated?
Yeah.
What's that mean, Mike?
People want to see you talk. They don't want to see me
They
talk.
don't. I don't. All right.
Read that.
Mike, game is fucking awesome in capital letters. You do great work, love it. I actually rearranged the game room a bit to put it on the end row to show it off. Thanks so much for selling to me. Wow.
Yeah. Why is he featuring our game in his game room?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, next to the other games that he has there, it stands out to be
Better.
excels better.
Yeah. Okay, there's another reason I'm bringing him up, right? Because it's time to bash. Some people around here have established names. I don't know how they get them.
I wouldn't call it that.
I think it's just a guy's got a catchy name. I like his name.
I wouldn't call it bashing. I would call it
Exposing.
highlighting, highlighting what it is. I'm not knowing how that gets to be that way.
Okay, well, here's who we're coming after, Ray. Fabulous Fantasies. Do you remember, we have multiple run-ins with this crap.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had the Bonanza? There was a machine that Mark wanted to get rid of, and he had us sell it. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, I do.
It was a Chicago coin sharpshooter.
Yeah. Sharpshooter?
It was a sharpshooter.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah,
It was
that
a piece
while
of
ago.
shit.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
It was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Supposedly restored by Fabulous Fantasies. and Mark wanted to get the fuck rid of it because it was a piece of shit.
The latest one was that other one we just...
Yeah, well, we're going back to take a look at those.
No, that one ain't here no more. The latest one was the one that Jim bought from him, and it was Super Par Golf. That was another
I don't remember that.
fabulous thing.
That piece of shit that just rolled through here recently?
Super Par Golf, remember?
The one that I put up front and routed?
Yes.
That was restored?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That was one of her things.
That didn't even look like anybody attempted to do anything to it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So the reason I bring this up is because I'm fucking pissed off.
Mike, why are you pissed off?
Well, you know...
Don't let it bother you.
Here's
These
why.
guys, if they can make...
Well, I'm not pissed off at that. Here's why I'm pissed off, right? We've got a backlog of 10 years of fucking work around here. So I've been telling you, and I've been telling everybody, don't bring me any more fucking work. I don't want to see it. You know, we upsold on the taxi because it was... I didn't want to see that when it came in, right? I don't want to see no more work.
I bring Mike stuff.
No more... I don't want to see any more of this shit.
Ray brings Mike stuff.
Right? I don't know how long I've been with you, but there's machines back here in the abyss that have been with you longer than me, and we ain't got to them yet. And here's more shit coming in. So our good friend that got the Sea Witch, when he saw the Sea Witch, what'd he do? He steered you to two machines on his floor that were Fabulous Fantasies jobs, and sent them to us because we're going to strip them back down to bare and restore them because he wants them to be right. Am I right about that?
Yeah, that's exactly correct.
Alright, well get up, let's go look at this fucking junk.
Mike's mad.
Come on, let's go look at the junk.
No, man, it's not there.
Get up.
I'm denying it.
Come on, we're gonna take a walk.
I'm denying it. My son and I are going, I can't.
Show me this high-end workmanship. People pay for this shit.
Bring my phone.
Alright, the door's open.